Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all having a lovely day. So today's video is actually like a little follow-up from my second to previous video, which was the AirPod Pro unboxing. Today's video is actually a review on the AirPods. I've had them for about a week now and I've been gathering my thoughts and opinions on them, so I thought I'd share with you what I've thought about them, especially to those who were thinking about getting these little guys. This video should probably help you guys decide if you should go with them. As a student, obviously I'm evaluating it from a student perspective, because I do know that kids want to get the best headphones and not spend too much money. So I'll give you guys a little review on these, and if you guys haven't checked out my AirPod Pro unboxing experience, go check it out through the eye up here or here. Yeah, so let's just get started. So I've actually got all my things onto my laptop, so just bear with me on that. So I'd say my first one, I'm going to start with the pros. It's always best to start with the good things of these. So I'd say pros, they actually pause when you take the AirPod out. So if you listen to music and someone's talking to you and you need to listen to what they're saying, you can actually take the AirPod out and the music will pause exactly when you take it out, which is really good, because if you listen to like a really nice song or whatever, you don't actually have to miss any of the song, and you don't actually have to go into your phone on the screen and press the pause button. They automatically pause. They can also pause by pressing a little button on the actual AirPod. So if you guys can see, there's actually like a little button here. So if I keep hold of that, you would be able to pause the song as well. But the idea of having it just pause as soon as you take out the AirPod from your ear is really beneficial. That's one of the good sides of it. Another one would be that they block out a decent amount of noise. So they do have noise cancellation as a feature, and they do block out a certain amount of noise. So especially when you're listening to a meeting or you're watching a really important video or you just listen to music, you can block out the external noise, which is really helpful for me. Because if I'm doing my courses or if I'm doing my work and I want peace and quiet, I can just put these in, turn on noise cancellation, and they do end up blocking out a decent amount of noise. So it's really handy, and they do have transparency mode, so you can still listen to the outdoor and you can still listen to external noise. So you have two modes. Both modes are very useful and very handy. Another one would be that they're very light in the ear. So when I put both of them in my ears, they're very light. They don't feel heavy. They're very nice and comfortable in your ear. I know certain people find that when they put their headphones in or AirPods in or whatever, they find it gets a bit annoying inside your ear. These don't have that. I can wear them for probably 5 hours straight. I was doing my work and everything, and I had these in my ear for probably about 4 hours, and they were perfectly fine. Like, they didn't, hurt my ears after take them out. Yeah, and also because they're really light, you can put them into a bag and it won't weigh your bag down, or you can put it in your pocket and you'll be completely fine because they don't weigh that much. So very handy if you want to go traveling somewhere and when you put it in your little pocket or your bag. Very useful. Another one would be that two people can wear them at the same time. So me and my sister actually wear one AirPod each, because she likes listening to music, I like listening to music. So if we're walking and she has an AirPod, I have an AirPod, we can both listen to the same music and it won't make a difference for sound quality. Sound quality is still great. Like, literally, if she wears one, I wear one. We can still turn on noise cancellation if we wanted to and we still be fine, and transparency will still work as great. Like, she could be on the opposite side of the room and I could be in one side of the room and we could still listen to the same music. Like, the good thing about this is that it doesn't have to be in your own ears. Like, I don't have to personally wear both of them for the music to work. Like, as long as your AirPods sense they're inside someone's ear, the music will end up playing. So I think they would be very useful if, like, your sister wants to listen to music and you want to do the same too. Both of you guys can do that. Another one would be that they give very good sound quality. Like, I cannot stress to you how good their sound quality is. When I'm listening to music, I actually don't even have to turn up the volume that high to actually get a good amount of sound coming to my ears. I literally only have to keep it, if you know Apple, you literally like 4 little pegs. Literally keep it on 4 or 5 pegs, and honestly it's like amazing. Like, you literally don't even do any higher than that. You get good sound quality even when it's lower. Like, if it's on like 2 pegs or 3 pegs, you still get enough sound quality coming through. It's very crisp, very loud as well, so very handy, very lovely for that. I would say that when you walk, they don't fall out. So it's very good when you're going for a walk outside, just walking around the house in general, going up steps, they don't fall out. Again, very useful, especially because they don't actually attach to your phone through a cable. I know the iPhone 8s, they have the headphone jack and the charging hole are the exact same thing, literally in the same place, and it gets a bit annoying because you want to listen to music and you can't charge your phone at the same time. So I think they're very handy for that as well. So like literally does two things in one way. Another one would be where you can take calls, and when your phone is downstairs, they have very good microphone. So if I'm upstairs and my phone is downstairs, I can answer the call again through pressing this button. If you guys can see, there's like a little button here. If you keep hold of it, you can actually answer the call. Again, very good sound quality for the call. You can hear everything they're saying, they can hear everything you're saying, because I have apparently the built-in microphone, which I've discovered by actually doing good calls. So at least you don't even need your phone with you when you're answering calls. You just press the little button here and it just takes your call for you. So the distance between having your phone and your AirPods is another one, so you can actually listen to music. The range on this is very, very good. Like I can keep my phone downstairs and I can be listening to music upstairs and the sound quality still be great. Same thing with calls, so the distance of these are very, very good. Very, very happy with that. Another one would be that they are actually smaller. So if you notice from the actual AirPods, the first AirPods are actually quite longer, if you know. Like they're probably like that big, but these ones are actually really, really small. So when I put them in, you can't tell exactly, like you can't, like from afar you wouldn't be able to know I've got AirPods in, because they're really, really small. They're literally just snug into your ear. It's very, very comfortable, very, very, very sleek as well. Yeah, I think that's enough benefits for it. I can't really see anything else great about it. That's all the things I picked up along the week that I found really good for it. Now, obviously, because it's a tech product, there's always some sort of room for improvement. There's always something that can be improved, something can be changed, and these are the points I will tell you about. So the first one would be that they're actually quite expensive. I don't know, as a student, we all look for prices that are nice and suitable for your pocket and for your bank account. You don't go spending thousands of pounds on something. So these ones are actually 219. Apple sells them for 249. So it is always best to go look how the shops and how they sell their products. You're always going to find somewhere that sells exact same product but for a cheaper price. So it's always best to, if you're 100% sure that you want to get the AirPods, to always go around looking at other shops and see what they sell their products at, what price they do it as. Because if they're the exact same thing, you obviously go for the cheaper option. And you can always spend the other £30 on like a case or like Apple Care or whatever it is, 2 months guarantee or whatever it is. You can always spend that extra, their little remainder on something else you might like, so that's a good one to check out. Another one is that if you're doing exercise, I notice that when I'm doing some exercise, or if I'm running, or if I'm jogging, or if I'm doing a movement that really quickly requires me to just turn my head really quick, my AirPod would come out. I don't know if it's because the ear tips that you get, the ear tip, the little tip you get here, is too small or too big for my ear. I'm not really sure, but I have changed my tip to see if the tip makes the AirPod stay in my ear better, and it does sometimes help, but on the occasional it would drop out, so you have to continuously put it back in, and then if you listen to music then it stops. So I am not really sure how to go about solving that, but right now it seems to be okay, but again you have to continuously push it back into your ear if you feel like it's sliding out. So just something to be wary about. If you're using these to do for exercise, running, just be wary that they could fall out if your tips are not made for your ear. Just something to take into account, because I know people want these for fitness and I want to make sure that you guys don't lose your AirPods. So that's one thing to look at. Another one would be to actually see how much your AirPods are charged. Now it's a bit of a mystery, because let's say if you got AirPods in both your ears, you have to physically take your AirPods out of your ears, put them into here, then take your phone, open them up, then it will start connecting to your phone, and then you can see how much your charging case is charged, and you can see how much your AirPods are charged. It's a bit annoying because you don't want to keep taking them out to see how much they're charged, because it's annoying, isn't it? Like, you don't want to keep taking it out to see how much longer you can use it for, or how much charges, how do you need to put in charge, or anything like that. If you're going travelling, you need to know, are my AirPods charged to last me the journey? Because it says on the, if you look at it, there's a green light. So what does that mean? Does that mean it's fully charged? Does it mean a sufficient amount of charge left in the charging case to charge your AirPods? No clue. So you literally have to open the case, connect it to your phone, just by opening it, and it will show you how much charge your AirPods have and how much charge your case has for you to charge it. So that's one thing, but I've got just to live with it. I've used it for the past week. It's not that big of a deal, but it is a bit of a nuisance sometimes. Just thought I'd let you guys know about that. Another one would be that it does block out noise, but it doesn't block out 100% of the noise. Even when it's on noise cancellation, it doesn't block out 100% of the noise. Like, it blocks out 95, I'll give them that, but I can still hear people talking in the background. Like, if I'm sitting on a sitting room or something and I've got both them AirPods on and noise cancellation, I can still hear like a squeaky voice if someone's talking. Like, when someone speaks to me and I've got noise cancellation on, their voice sounds like a mouse. Legit a mouse. It just doesn't, because it doesn't work because you can still hear their voice. I don't know if that's as best as the noise cancellation goes, but I have noticed that sometimes it does really well. Like, I can't hear anything, and some days I can just hear like a mouse talking to me. So that noise cancellation is good, but it's not the greatest. I'll have to give them that. Yeah, it's just my opinion on it because I've used them and I've seen how it goes. I always use noise cancellation and I've seen how it works, and this is my opinion on that. So I would say that the charging case itself takes about 2 hours to charge. Now, it can be annoying sometimes if you have to go somewhere and your case is not charged and you need to use your AirPods, because you can only charge your AirPods by using this case. So if your case is not charged, you will not be able to charge your AirPods. But I think it's because it's new that it takes 2 hours to charge. Like, I know any new gadget takes a while to charge because the battery is superb, and if your battery is not great, it does take a little less longer to charge. So it does take me 2 hours to charge, but the case being charged will probably last me about 6 days to like probably 5 to 7 days. So I mean, that is great. It does kind of counteract the problem of taking too long to charge, but it does last you the week of charge. I've only ever charged this once. That was a couple of days after I got it. So I didn't even charge it for the past 4 days, and it's still working great. It does the job of charging your AirPods. Like, as soon as you put your AirPods into the case, your AirPods start charging as well. And you don't have to worry about like them overcharging or anything. They won't overcharge. They just charge as you use them. So that's great. So whenever you use your AirPods, they're always going to be 100% charged. So that's great. I would have to say that sometimes the AirPods, they don't feel as secure. Like, my aunt had AirPods and I asked her, how does she feel about them in her ear? Are they secure? Do they fall out? And she said, no, they feel very, very secure. So I thought, okay, let's try them myself. So when I tried them, my right ear fits perfectly fine, but my left ear, and I don't know if it's because I got one big ear and one small ear, I have no idea, or if it's the tips that are different, I have no idea. But anyway, my AirPod, my left one, it keeps sniggering out, if that makes sense. It keeps wiggling its way out my ear, and I have to continuously push it back in to make sure it stays in my ear. Especially when I go on walks, I have to continuously tap my AirPod back into my ear to make sure it stays. So I think I have to try and investigate if I can try and solve that problem. Maybe it's the ear tip, I have no idea. But that's something I found out. But apart from that, they don't always fall out. My last one would probably be that you cannot control the sound from the actual AirPod. You still have to take your phone with you if you want to increase the volume or decrease the volume of the music that you're listening to. Which is a bit annoying because on the actual AirPod, you can actually stop, play the music, skip, rewind, and you can also transfer between noise cancellation to transparency mode. So you can do all of that through the actual AirPod, and you can also go through settings and your music to skip, play or transfer between them two modes, but you cannot alter the music sound level through the AirPod. Apart from, like, if you go for Beats, for example, they have the actual plus and minus, so you can alter the music from there, from the actual headset, which you can't do from the AirPods, which is a bit of a bummer. But I mean, it's not big of a hassle just to take your phone out and just alter the volume, I guess. Yeah, I think that's what I gather when I go for walks and anything, just to keep your phone with you if you ever want to increase the volume. But yeah, I think that pretty much sums up my week's experience with the AirPods Pro. I just want to say that this is no way a technical review. This is just simply me talking to you guys as a student, my experience of the AirPods. I know a lot of people may want to get AirPods, but they're not really sure how well they are. So I used to look at a lot of reviews and I thought maybe my review may help someone decide if should I get it or should I not get it. So yeah, I think this video might be helpful to a lot of you guys, and if it is, I'm so happy it is, and I hope you guys get the AirPods. Comment down below if you've got any experiences with the AirPods that you might want to share. How did you find your AirPods? Was there anything wrong with it or anything like that? I'd love to know and would love to chat with you guys. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video and I'll see you guys soon. Bye!